I'm really happy that you've chosen to watch this video. I'm about to tell you a true story about a place where babies and grandmothers are being raped on a daily basis. And the reason they are being raped is directly connected to the purchases of our cell phones, of our laptops, and of our iPods. This is my friend Kimberly Pinkson, and I actually just met her last night, and she runs EcoMom, and she is partnering up with a good friend of mine, John Pendergast, and John Pendergast runs the Enough Project, and I'm going to let John tell you a little bit about what's going on.
So Congo is this country in the middle of Central Africa. It's one of the biggest countries in Africa, and it turns out Congo has the highest death tolls due to a war of any war since the Holocaust, any war since World War II. Congo has the highest rate of violence against women, mass rapes, gang rapes, terrible mutilations of women, and in the entire world. There's no close second.
And the purpose is for a mineral, correct?
Somehow we're directly connected to this violence because all of the products that we buy, the electronics products that we buy, our iPods and our laptops, our cell phones, all of these electronics products have minerals in them that are mined and produced and exported from the Congo.
What's the mineral?
There's
three.
Three minerals. We call them the 3 T's: tantalum, tin, and tungsten. And those the 3 T's plus gold are all mined in the Congo. Now, luckily, Congo's not the only producer, otherwise we'd be in trouble.
Right.
You can buy it from other countries as well. It's just cheaper in Congo because they're using child slave labor, these child soldiers and child workers going into the mines and taking it out.
The number one weapon out there is not guns, it's not knives, it is rape. And they are raping these women. And not only is it, it's not just rape. These women are being raped in front of their husbands, in front of their children. Their children are being killed. They're being told to eat their children. This stuff is really inhumane. This is the worst thing that I've ever heard in my life.
Many people have seen the movie Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio. 10 years ago, Sierra Leone was a country completely ripped apart by war. This rebel group was recruiting kids to become the child soldiers, and they would use amputation as their means to control, just like the Congo armed groups are using rape. Today, Sierra Leone is completely at peace. Mm-hmm. It's a functioning democracy, and the blood diamonds are now clean diamonds.
Yeah.
So, because there was a consumer campaign, people who purchased diamonds were like, wait a minute, we don't want our purchases to cause this kind of thing. So they started demanding, they didn't boycott them, they just demanded that these companies that were buying the diamonds not buy from places that actually made a situation worse. And so same for Congo today. If we start telling Hewlett-Packard and telling Apple and these other big companies that we don't want to buy products that have conflict minerals coming from the Congo in these products, they'll change their practices. But they won't do it if they don't hear from us. Mm-hmm. It's literally in our hands. It's unbelievable how much power, especially young people in this country, have as the engine of this entire electronics industry. Mm-hmm. If they choose to get involved and do something about it.
Yeah.
We feel so powerless in our lives with so many issues, dealing with our own relationships, and just life feels so out of control, the economy and the climate crisis, and so I think, the importance of helping people realize that they have that kind of power. I like to say that our economy, the American economy, is the world's largest democracy. That like every little, penny, dollar that we spend, is a vote.
People have a lot more power than they think that they do. Mm-hmm. 10 years ago, nobody was talking about going green. Nobody was talking about a lot of things that have become so popular now. Mm-hmm. And they're popular because of us, and they're popular because we've decided to pay attention to it and make a change. And that's all this is. All it is getting aware, reading about it, watching movies about it, getting The Greatest Silence, going to ecomom.com, reading about the Enough Project. Do you have a website?
Enoughproject.org.
Enoughproject.org.
Very original.
I really feel confident in speaking for everybody in my age group. I really, really do believe that we are not as ignorant as people think we are. We simply don't know, and it's not our fault. It is so easy to just be completely distracted, and I really am optimistic that if I bring it to my peers' attention, that they are going to want to do the right thing.